Hey everybody, my name is Susan Harmon. I am sharing with you today one of my interests. One case in particular that has been striking me lately is the Dan Markel case. There's been a lot of things developing in the past, I would say 5 or 6 years, but in the past year there's been a trial right now. Katherine Magbanua is on trial, although due to the COVID-19, she has been sitting in Tallahassee jail awaiting her trial. I've been taking this time to watch the trial that happened last October and review witnesses that are pertaining to Katherine. For backstory, you could just Google it. Wendy Adelson, who is still not charged. She might have her day in court, although she was in court in October as a state witness. Katherine is on trial, of course, for first-degree murder of Dan Markel and the solicitation of her ex-boyfriend, Sigfredo Garcia. Allegedly, Wendy and the Adelson family solicited Sigfredo Garcia and Katherine Magbanua, along with Luis Rivera, on July 18th of 2014 to commit murder. Sigfredo Garcia was convicted, and Luis Rivera was also convicted, serving time for other charges. Luis has given Katherine's name. Sigfredo stands by his ex, saying she had nothing to do with this crime. Let's go over the witnesses from the last trial pertaining to Katherine Magbanua. Wendy Adelson, ex-wife of Dan Markel. Last October, they show a picture of Katherine with Wendy at the pool, Father's Day of 2014. A direct link to Wendy Adelson is also implicated in this murder. Another key witness, Jeffrey Lacoste, also has ties to Katherine. This is Wendy's ex-boyfriend. Jeffrey met Katie and Charles Adelson March 11th, 2014 at a family dinner in Miami. In July 13th of 2014, Wendy Adelson told Jeffrey Lacoste that she wanted to hire a hitman to kill her ex-husband. That's a tie to Katherine and a tie to Wendy. Another witness that has multiple implications of Katherine is Luis Rivera, who is sitting in jail for the murder of Dan Markel. Luis believes Katie was a driving force behind the murder of Dan Markel. He could also hear Katherine's voice during their hired hit. He believes it was Katie's voice. The state believes it's Katie's voice. Luis was called by Katie after the hit was done to come and get the money. I believe 3 ways of $100,000. Luis Rivera and Sigfredo Garcia needed help while they were in Tallahassee. So they found Shadrach Nobles walking along the side of the street, and he helped them to get things that they needed to be comfortable, such as a hotel room, such as party supplies. Mr. Nobles believes that he could hear Katherine's voice in the background of the phone calls. When Sigfredo was talking on the phone, he said he could hear him talking to a lady, and the state believes that it was Katherine. Another key witness in this case is June Umchenda. Charles Adelson's ex-girlfriend after Katherine Magbanua. June says she never received gifts like Katherine Magbanua received, such as cars, such as rent being paid, such as plastic surgery, and so on. Why was Charles Adelson paying Katherine Magbanua's rent? Why was Charles Adelson buying her cars when he did not do this for other ex-girlfriends? The answer is Katherine Magbanua helped him to find a hitman to kill his sister's ex. Also, June Umchenda was not aware that Katherine was working for Charlie. Deposits of up to $80,000 in her bank account after the murder. So I'll let you be the judge of that. Another key witness is Yindra Velasquez. She is a childhood friend of Katie. She has watched Katie's kids the night that the murder occurred. This has been a key point. Katie was in Miami the night of Dan Markel's murder. We still don't know why Katie hired a babysitter on the night of the murder. I believe that Katie was with Charles Adelson the night of the murder. She had a lot of phone calls to make and correspondence to do with Sigfredo Garcia that night. Would relay the information to Wendy and his family in Miami who financed the hit. Yindra is Katie's best friend, and she says she was not aware that Katie was working for the Adelsons. This is all stuff that Katherine kept to herself. The next witness was Clarissa Labredo, and she is a dental assistant at the Adelson Institute. Clarissa said she does not know Katherine, nor did she know that Katherine was working at the Adelson Institute, where Katherine said she was working and where all this money was coming from on her taxes. Also, another witness, Erica Johnson, was a dental assistant at the Adelson Institute. She also did not know Katherine or know that Katherine was supposed to be working at the Adelson Institute. Now, as we move on, we see some forensics accounting through Mary Hull. As we look into that, they asked Mary if she found any evidence that Katherine worked in a nightclub. Mary Hull found no evidence Katherine worked in a nightclub. She said that Katherine's work in the nightclub would not amount to the $80,000 of cash tips that were in Katherine's bank account. She also found no records of the Lexus that was supposedly purchased by the Adelsons. She found no records of cash withdrawals for the amount of a car. Moving forward, we have the great Patrick Sanford with the FBI. Who was part of the wiretaps and the sting operation that got some of this trial moving forward. Katherine was talking in code on the wiretaps. Katherine went as far to say in April of 16 that they know too much. I believe she was saying this to Charles Adelson. The new trial is set for this summer, and hopefully these witnesses will come forward and do the wonderful job that they've been doing and helping the state find justice in this trial. I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave comments below key evidence in this new trial for Katherine Magbanua, and let's get justice for Daniel Markel. Thank you guys.